show. Each of them wants to win up to £50,000, but only one of them can take the money away. The others will leave empty-handed when they're voted off as the weakest link.
Welcome to a body beautiful edition of the weakest link. The 9 men in the studio tonight think they're experts on looking and feeling good. What would they know? Anyway, they're here to win up to £50,000. But if they want that prize money, they'll have to work as a team. However, 8 of them will leave with nothing, as round by round we dump the hunk. Voted the weakest link. Let's meet the team.
I'm Rebel Red, and I'm a male erotic dancer.
I'm Mars Kendall, and I'm a media personality.
I'm Sean Dinosaur Davis, IFBB professional bodybuilder and a former Mr. Universe.
My name's Charles Cartmel. I'm a yoga teacher.
My name's Eddie Wheeler, and I'm an underwear model.
I'm Paul Vault, the world-class athlete, and I'm a professional wrestler.
I'm Angus Monroe, and I'm a model agent.
I'm Marvin Campbell, and I'm a stunt acrobat and body double.
Kane Leatham, I'm a consultant in exercise and nutrition.
Now the rules in each round, the aim is to answer enough questions correctly to reach your £5,000 target within the time limit. The fastest way is to create a chain of 9 correct answers. Get your question wrong and you break the chain and lose all the money in that chain. But if you say bank before the question is asked, the money is safe. However, you start a new chain from scratch. Remember, team, at the end of the round, only money that's been banked can be taken forward. In round 1, there are 3 minutes on the clock. We'll start with the person whose name is first alphabetically. That's you, Angus. Let's play the weakest link. First question is for £100. Start the clock. Angus, according to the expression, what is only skin deep?
Beauty.
Correct. Marvin, in fruits, strawberries are which primary colour when they're ripe?
Red.
Correct. Kane, in language, what B is a colloquial name for an umbrella?
Brawley.
Correct.
Bank.
Rebel Red, in travel, the airports at Stansted, Gatwick and Heathrow are all located in proximity to which capital city?
London.
Correct. Miles, in maths, how many slices are there in a cake that has been divided into quarters?
4.
Correct. Dinosaur, in nature, what is the term for a thicket of small trees, copse or robbers?
Cops.
Correct. Charles, in sport, the word gymnasium is often abbreviated to which word?
Gym.
Correct. Eddie, in hairstyles, what cue is the term for a prominent tuft of hair brushed up above the forehead?
Pass.
Quiff.
Quit!
Paul Vault, in a supermarket, what name is given to a large wire mesh container on wheels used to gather goods from the aisle?
Trolley.
Correct. Angus, in bingo, which number is traditionally called as 2 fat ladies?
88.
Correct. Marvin, in the
Bank.
Second World War, soldiers from which country were accused of being overpaid, oversexed and over here?
Americans.
Correct. Kane, in the home, what is folic acid, a vitamin or a paint stripper?
Vitamin.
Correct. Rebel Red,
Bank.
which former member of the pop group Bucks Fizz became a TV presenter on programmes including Record Breakers?
Pass.
Cheryl Baker.
Yes.
Miles, in popular language, someone who enters an amorous relationship with a much younger person may be described as a what snatcher?
Baby.
I'll accept baby. Dinosaur, in football, what E is a goal that levels the score?
Equaliser.
Correct. Charles, in fashion, the outline of an undergarment seen through someone's clothes is known by the abbreviation VPL, standing for visible what?
Panty line.
Correct. Eddie, historically, a Molotov cocktail is intended to be what? Drunk or thrown?
Drunk.
Thrown.
Oh.
Paul Vault, which word can follow beauty, may or prom, to mean a woman or girl selected to represent her peers, usually because of her looks?
Queen.
Correct, Angus. In pop music, the singer known as Abs, who released the 2002 single What You Got, was formerly a member of which famous boy band?
5.
Correct, Marvin.
Bang.
In finance, what is the term for money used to pay for work-related necessities, such as travel, which can be reclaimed from an employer?
Expenses.
Correct, Kane. In human biology, testosterone is a steroid hormone causing the secondary sexual characteristics of which sex?
Male.
Correct. Rebel Red. In motoring a car which is corroding rapidly is often described as a rust what?
Bucket.
Correct, Miles. In personal grooming, the front part of a normal domestic mirror is made of which material? Time's up. The correct answer, Miles, is glass. Well, 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 well. All those bodies and so little brain. Out of a possible £5,000, you achieved a miserable £1,500. Whose fault was that? Who can't take the strain? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
The first strongest link is Marvin. Statistically, the weakest link is Eddie, with no correct answers. But who will the players vote off at this early stage in the game?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Charles.
Eddie.
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 Charles.
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 Eddie.
Eddie.
Charles, come off your podium and move to this side. Did you think you were appearing in Jesus Christ Superstar?
Something comfortable and relaxed.
Pull up your dress and let us see your body beautiful.
It's primetime TV. I don't think I can do that for you.
You mean you don't have a beautiful body?
Internal. Beauty is on the inside, Anne.
Okay, get back on your podium. Why Eddie?
Fortunately, so I understand from the game, if you get the questions wrong and you don't bank the money, that's a mistake, and that makes him a weakest link.
Dinosaur, can you move to your left, please? Well, there's a start. You know your left from your right. What do you do for a living?
I'm a professional bodybuilder.
What titles have you won?
Mr. United Kingdom, Mr. Europe, Mr. Britain, Mr. Universe.
Okay, show me your muscles. Why Eddie?
Eddie failed to answer his questions correctly, and it's again the weakest link, so Eddie was the weakest link.
Miles,
Hello, Anne.
you look a bit weedy for this.
Hey,
What do you do, Miles?
I had £40,000 worth of cosmetic surgery performed. I'm the world's most surgically enhanced man.
You must have looked pretty terrible before. So, let's start at the top. What have you had done there?
Had a lateral brow lift.
Lift up your fringe so we can see. Right.
I had my eyes tweaked. I've had a rhinoplasty. I've had cheek augmentation. I've had a lip tweak, lip augmentation, chin augmentation, liposculpture, and cosmetic dentistry.
Could you not afford the ears? Why Eddie?
He was just the weakest link in that round.
Eddie, I'll say this slowly. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I did expect to do better than this, but it's like an exam at school. You revise and you revise, and on the final day, you just freeze, don't you?
Round 2, and out of a possible £5,000, you've achieved just 1,500. You're down to 8 players. We're now taking 10 seconds off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Marvin. Let's play the weakest link. Start clock. Marvin, in August 2002, a Glasgow University study showed that alcohol makes members of the opposite sex appear what? More attractive or less attractive?
More attractive.
Correct, Kane. Former Mr. Universe Arnold Schwarzenegger is related via marriage to which famous American family?
The Kennedys.
Correct. Rebel Red, according to the popular expression, someone who works late into the night is said to be burning the midnight what?
Flame.
Oil. Miles, in sport, what A is the name given to a physical fitness program designed to increase the efficiency of the intake of oxygen into the body?
Pass.
Aerobics. Dinosaur, in children's literature, the Fat Controller is a character in which series of books by Reverend Audrey?
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Correct. Charles, where would you find the Van Allen belts, in a clothes shop or in space?
In space.
Correct. Paul Volk, which personal pronoun precedes the word man to give a term meaning a particularly strong, virile or masterful male?
Pass.
He. Angus, in TV, the phrase popularised by the presenter of Bargain Hunt, meaning as inexpensive as fried potatoes, is cheap as what?
Chips.
Correct. Marvin, in non-fiction books, what I is a short section before the main text?
Index.
Introduction. Kane, The Lost World was the sequel to which film directed by Steven Spielberg and released in 1993?
Jurassic Park.
Correct. Rebel Red, in food, what name for a jellied potted meat, particularly minced pork, is also a word describing the well-developed muscles of a human?
Can you repeat that, please?
In food, what name for a jellied potted meat, particularly minced pork, is also a word describing the well-developed muscles of a human?
Tendons.
You still don't know. Brawn. Miles, in entertainment, which name for a heavenly body is often used to describe a famous and glamorous actor, musician or sportsman?
Can you repeat the question, sorry?
In entertainment, which name for a heavenly body is often used to describe a famous and glamorous actor, musician or sportsman?
Musician?
Star. Dinosaur. In maritime history, which boy's name followed the word jolly to give the name of a notorious flag?
Roger.
Correct. Charles, in 2002, the actor John... That's far too late. In 2002, the actor John Travolta qualified as what? Brain surgeon or jumbo jet pilot?
Jumbo jet pilot.
Correct. Paul Vault, in fashion, which Australian-born model and actress nicknamed The Body launched a lingerie range called Intimates?
Al McPherson.
Correct. Angus, in the meal that traditionally consists of cereal, a fry-up, toast, marmalade, tea or coffee is known as a full English what?
Breakfast.
Correct. Marvin, in trade, what B specifically means to swap goods or services without exchanging money?
Borrow.
Barter. Kane. Time's up and you didn't even make it to £1,000. 750 was all you banked, so you well missed out on another £5,000. So, who's all muscle and no hustle? It's time to vote on the weakest link.
According to the statistics, Charles is the strongest link. The weakest link is Miles, but will the team notice that?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Charles.
Rebel Red.
Miles.
Rebel.
Miles.
Rebel.
Miles.
Miles.
Kane, remind me what you do.
I'm a consultant in exercise and nutrition.
So you're a personal trainer, really?
A bit more than that.
How old are you?
73. It's all the vitamins. 33.
Is that your own hair?
Yep. I don't believe in enhancement, shall we say. I believe in hard work.
What's the secret of being healthy? Keep it short, Kane.
Hiring me,
How much do you cost?
30 to 40 pounds.
30 to 40 pounds all in.
All in.
I can have anything for that.
You personally possibly.
Can you do anything else other than be a trainer?
Quite a few things.
Like what?
Like a bit of romantic poetry, and I've had several
A
published.
bit of romantic poetry.
And I'm a big softie, Anne.
Give us
And
a
no,
bit
I
of
will
your...
not recite any. You'd have to
No,
buy the
no,
book.
we must hear. Don't refuse me.
If you're cold, I'll be your blanket. If you're warm, I'll be the breeze.
Doesn't rhyme. Why Miles?
For a start, you got a few wrong. And for a second, I think he needs to hire somebody like myself and do the work in the gym instead of paying for it.
Paul, what do you do?
I'm a professional wrestler.
Stand over to your left. Oh, you're not as big as Dinosaur, are you?
So does size matter then, Anne?
I think so. Have you got any titles?
I was heavyweight champion, both here and in the USA.
Are you a he or a she?
very much a he.
But you don't know the difference when it comes to personal pronouns, do you?
No, that one did flummox me a little bit.
Okay. Why Miles?
I think he's melting under the hot lights with all his surgery.
Hello, Marvin.
All right there, Anne?
What do you do for a living?
I'm a stunt acrobat, Anne, and sort of like acrobatic body double.
So have we seen you on the television?
I'm sure you have.
Give us an example.
I doubled for Lenny Henry,
But you're not as big as Lenny Henry.
but I'm good.
Where do you live?
I live in Kent.
Oh, so you haven't done terribly well out of being a double and a stunt
Well, I
man.
moved from Manchester.
Oh, well, I suppose Kent's better than Manchester. Why Miles?
More questions wrong than me.
The thing is, Miles, you can't yet have surgery on the brain. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I just think the big guys are sticking together and they're going to be voting off us small guys first, and then it'll be a battle of the muscle, and the thickest one will probably, sadly, win it.
Round 3 and you've scrambled up to £2,250 out of a possible 10,000. There are 7 of you left. Another 10 seconds coming off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Charles. Let's play the weakest link. Start off. Charles in the gym, which exercise begins with the participant hanging from a bar, then lifting his body until his head is above it?
Pull-ups.
Correct. Paul Vault, in history, what was the proper first name of Nell Gwyn, Brittany or Eleanor?
Eleanor.
Correct, Angus. In holistic medicine, reflexology relates the health of the person as a whole to which specific part of the body?
The feet.
Correct, Marvin. What G is the name of the alcoholic drink that originated in the 17th century in the Netherlands and was used medicinally?
Gin.
Correct, Kane.
Thanks.
In crime, what 2-word term means a robbery carried out by crashing a vehicle into the window of a specific building?
Smash and grab.
No, ram raid. Rebel Red. The DJ Norman Cook is also named by what alias?
Yes.
Fatboy Slim. Dinosaur. Which people would normally be expected to keep their money in a piggy bank? Children or farmers?
Children.
Correct, Charles. In sport, empty hand is the literal meaning of the name of which martial art?
Kung Fu.
Karate. Paul Vault. In fashion, what's the surname of the Italian designer who is the business partner of Domenico Dolce?
Gabbana.
Correct, Angus. In a state agency, the initials POA stand for what on application?
Price on
Correct.
application.
Marvin, what Z is the name of a frame invented in the 1950s and used to help the elderly and the infirm with their mobility?
Zimmer.
Correct, Kane. In the 17th century, the physician William Harvey proved that which internal organ of the body acts as a pump?
Heart.
Correct. Rebel Red, the name of which handheld toy for babies goes before snake to give the name of a type of poisonous American reptile?
Rattle.
Correct, dinosaur. Rowland Hill, a 19th century secretary of the post office, invented which everyday adhesive item?
Stamp.
Correct, Charles. In English slang, the growth of soft facial hair seen on adolescent males is informally known as bum what?
Fluff.
Correct, Paul Vault. In food, an illustration of a lion is stamped on which products as an assurance that they've been produced in accordance with UK and EU law?
Meat.
Eggs. Angus, in which sport might a competitor perform a move called a flying mare, water polo or wrestling?
Wrestling.
Correct, Marvin. What familiar form of the name Richard is a slang term for a detective?
Dick.
Correct, Kane. In student tradition, which celestial body gives its name to the practice of exposing the buttocks?
Moon.
Correct. Rebel Red. In biology, what T is the term for the exertion of a continuous pull on a part of the body? Time's up. I can't complete the question. You did slightly better. You got £2,250. But who is now looking like a loser? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Statistically, Marvin is the strongest link. With the fewest correct answers, Rebel Red is the weakest link. But who will lose out in the vote?
Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Charles. Marvin.
Rebel.
Angus.
Rebel.
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 Marvin, did you buy that shirt yourself?
My mother bought it for me, actually, and thank you.
So did she come to Kent to buy the shirt, or did you go to Manchester to get her to buy the shirt?
No, I fly over to Canada to visit her.
She lives in Canada.
She's
does. Really had enough of you, hasn't she? Why Rebel Red?
I've got my eye on visiting my mum again, and he's not really helping financially.
You wouldn't have come dressed as a girl like him, would you?
Hey.
Well, Angus, there's nothing very beautiful about your body. Why are you here?
Why am I here? Because I look after models who are beautiful.
Was it windy on the way here?
Oh, what, the hair? Or the suit? What? Because it's all
Whatever,
a bit, it's all a
really.
bit of a
The face,
mess. Yeah.
the ears, the hair. Why Rebel?
Because I thought he answered more questions wrong than anybody else.
Okay. So, Charles, did you have any further education?
Yes,
Where did you go?
I went to a drama school.
You went to a drama school, so it hasn't taken long to pin it down. You're a failed actor. What was the last big movie you starred in, Charles?
Notting Hill.
What part did you play?
I was one of Hugh's friends.
In a crowd scene.
Yes, the queue for the shop, the whole
So,
scene was
you've
cut.
been in a crowd scene in a movie. What else?
Elizabeth?
Another crowd scene?
Yes.
Wow. And now you're a yoga teacher. I wonder why. Why Rebel?
Well, I like to think it's not because he whipped up hatred in the changing room and tried to persuade everybody to vote against me. So he's a liability.
Statistically, he was also the worst player. Rebel, with 4 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'd love Anne to come along and see me at one of my shows, especially if she's sitting on the front seat and I'm there in front of her doing my act. I think she'd have a really good time.
Round 4, you've banked £4,500 out of potential prize money of £15,000. You're down to 6 players. Another 10 seconds coming off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Mummy's boy, Marvin. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Marvin, the Urals is a range of mountains in which modern-day country?
Pass.
Russia. Kane. In the UK, the horticultural campaign that encourages the regeneration of local environments through gardening is called Britain in what?
Bloom.
Correct. Dinosaur. In the human body, what is the trapezius? A muscle or an organ?
Muscle.
Correct. Charles.
Bang.
In swimming, the safety devices for young children comprising arm floats and sometimes an upper body float are called water what?
Ring.
No, wings. Pole vault. In leisure, what aim is the name for the practice of kneading the skin and muscles with the hands to help relaxation or ease stiffness?
Massage.
Correct. Angus. In film and TV, what's the 2-word term for a stand-in for an actor during nude scenes?
Body double.
Correct. Marvin. In the home, which word follows word and food to give the names of 2 machines that make writing and cooking easier respectively?
Processor.
Correct. Kane. In 1947, the US pilot Chuck Yeager became the first man to fly faster than what? The speed of light or the speed of sound?
Sound.
Correct. Dinosaur. In the theatre, when a compere requests, please put your hands together, he's asking the audience to perform which action?
Applause.
I'll accept. Charles. In the
Bang.
phrase adapted from a biblical passage, there is said to be no rest for the what?
Wicked.
Correct. Paul Vault. In certain cultures, what E means to preserve a body by impregnating it with spices?
Embalm.
Correct. Angus. In pop music, 1980s singer Boy George released a 2002 album entitled You Can Never Be Too What?
Careful.
Straight. Marvin. In personal grooming, on what part of his body might a man wear a style known informally as a comb over his head or his toes?
Head.
Correct. Kane. In catchphrases, the favourite greeting of Dame Edna Everage, which includes the name of a nocturnal Australian marsupial, is hello what?
Pass.
Possums. Dinosaur. In world geography, the Isle of Youth lies off the mainland of which Caribbean country?
Jamaica.
Cuba. Charles. In dressmaking, what C is the name of a very fine see-through fabric made of silk or nylon?
Chiffon.
Correct. Paul Vault. The musical South Pacific by Rodgers and Hammerstein features the song called I'm Gonna Wash That Man Right Out of My What?
Hair.
Correct. Angus. In
Bank.
weights and measures, 1 imperial pound is equal to how many ounces?
12.
16, Marvin. In a healthy diet, which foods contain... Time's up. I can't complete the question, and you won £1,250. But who's run out of puff? Whose muscles have had their day? Who's over the hill? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
As the only player to answer all his questions correctly, Paul Vault is the strongest link. Statistically, Angus is the weakest link with the most wrong answers. Can he survive the vote?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Angus.
Dinosaur.
Marvin.
Dinosaur.
Angus.
Angus.
Kane, do you train women?
A lot of women.
Where do you train them?
Normally at gyms.
Oh, not in the bedroom.
I'm not saying anything, just in case anybody's watching.
Why Angus?
He seems very nervous and he got a few questions wrong, and banking wise I think he made a fluff at the end.
Tell me, Marvin, do you often take your clothes off?
Every day.
Look for money.
It depends what costume I have to wear for the whoever I'm doing
But if
for.
you're being a body double
Yeah.
and there's a sex scene,
I'm in.
why Angus?
I think you did him in the last round with your questions and now he's lost it.
Dinosaur, when you get old, will you go to fat?
There will be a reasonable amount of muscle, but it won't be as big as I normally am.
Oh. And will those pictures on your arms go smaller?
Maybe so.
Why Angus?
Because Angus got a large percentage of his questions wrong.
Angus, you are the weakest link. Bye.
Being in the lineup with all of those enormous guys, you know, these huge bodybuilders, was quite peculiar. I mean, I'm used to tall people in my business, but I'm not used to people who are as wide as I am tall. I think that Dinosaur should go next, really, because I think that he's got quite a lot of questions wrong throughout.
Round 5, team. And you have in the bank £5,750. There are 5 body beautifuls left. Or if you prefer, 4 and Wee Willie Winky. Another 10 seconds coming off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Paul Vault. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Paul Vault, in August 2002, which American film actress posed for a warts and all photo shoot in order to attack the Hollywood obsession with plastic surgery?
Pamela Anderson.
No, Jamie Lee Curtis. Marvin, in religion, which word meaning to remove a priest from office also suggests the confiscation of his robes?
D-roll.
Defrock. Kane. In The Animal King, what W is the word usually used to describe the swaying walk of a duck?
Waddle.
Correct. Dinosaur. The poem Funeral Blues by W.H. Auden begins with the word stop all the what?
Pass.
Clocks. Charles, in the American West, where was Wild Bill Hickok eventually shot dead, at a poker game or in a Wild West show?
Poker game.
Correct. Paul Vault. In alternative medicine, what name is given to the practice of inserting needles into the skin along meridian lines to improve health?
Acupuncture.
Correct. Marvin. In joke shops, what's the name of the fine substance which causes skin irritation and gives people the need to scratch?
Itching powder.
Correct.
Bang.
Kane. The phrase new house, translated into Latin, gives the name of which 18th century Italian famed for his amorous adventures?
Don Juan.
Casanova. Dinosaur. In the novel by Robert Louis Stevenson, which alter ego of the protagonist has the title Mr. Jekyll or Hyde?
Mr. Jekyll.
Mr. Hyde. Charles, in media, telecom is an abbreviation for which word?
Telecommunications.
Correct. Paul Vault. In personal hygiene, which two-word term describes deodorant that instead of being sprayed is applied directly by a ball in the neck of the bottle?
Antiperspirant.
Roll-on. Marvin. In fitness training, the exercise called windmills involves moving which parts of the body in wide circles?
Arms.
Correct, Kane. The U.S. city of Truth or Consequences in New Mexico is named after what, a novel or a quiz show?
Novel.
A quiz show. Dinosaur. In sport, which British Olympic shot putter won the title of World's Strongest Man in 1983 and 1985? Correct.
Bang.
Charles, in the UK, what eye is the traditional name for a pub that provides food and accommodation?
In.
Correct. Paul Vault, in children's clothing, what three-letter word is the name given to a cloth worn under the chin to catch carelessly handled food and drink?
Bib.
Correct. Time's up and you only bagged £600 in that time. So think carefully. Will Cain, for example, ever be able? Is Paul too small? Is Dinosaur now extinct? Perhaps Marvin needs a brain double. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Having answered all his questions correctly, Charles is the strongest link. Statistically, Dinosaur is the weakest link. But whose game is over?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Cain.
Dinosaur.
Cain.
Dino.
Charles.
Well, we have a tie team. Cain and Dinosaur, 2 votes each. Marvin, why Dino?
Unfortunately, it's a payback for him voting me before when I was actually strongest linking around.
Paul,
Yes, Anne.
have you ever seen a programme called Have I Got News For You?
I have, yes.
Do you think you look like Ian Hislop?
A little bit, but he has not got the body that I've got.
Would he want the body that you've got?
Possibly not.
Why Cain?
He got questions wrong and he doesn't know his poetry.
Right, well, when the vote's tied, the strongest link has to cast the deciding vote. It'll be a grave disappointment to the body beautifuls here, but the strongest link was Charles, the failed actor who was once in 2 crowd scenes. Why have you voted for Dinosaur?
Because I think he got the most questions wrong.
You've now got a choice between Dinosaur and Cain. Who do you want to get rid of?
Cain.
Why have you changed your vote?
It's a secret. Not telling you.
Don't be so silly.
You call me Wee Willy Winky. I'm only trying to live up to my name.
Cain, the poetry is great, but you were hopeless. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
The game today has negated this belief that all brawn and no brains, because there's people out there getting questions right, and Dinosaur's still out there and he has a massive amount of brawn, so I can't really knock him because he's done better than me at the end of the day.
Round 16, and you have £6,350. There are 4 of you left, another 10 seconds coming off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Charles. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Charles, in the human body, a complexion described as florid is what, pale or flushed?
Flushed.
Correct. Paul Vault, in his Radio 1 show in the 1970s and 80s, Simon Bates read out stories of personal heartbreak sent in by listeners in a slot called Our What?
Our tune.
Correct. Marvin, in travel, what G is the job title of someone with local knowledge who shows tourists around places of interest?
Guide.
Correct. Dinosaur, which actress made the news in August 2002 bemoaning the lack of amorous advances made to her by British men?
Pass.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Charles, in hairdressing, a small metal pin with one straight and one wavy side is known as a Kirby what?
Hair clip.
No, grip. Paul Vault, in the 1997 film LA Confidential, which former Neighbours actor played the character Ed Exley?
Pass.
Guy Pearce. Marvin, in furniture, which term deriving from botany is used for a hinge flap at the side of a table that can be raised when required?
Tilt.
Leaf. Dinosaur, in human biology, what T is the term for a strong desire to drink fluids?
Thirsty.
Correct.
Bank.
Charles, a common term for a young person who shows no promise of the beauty or success that will come with maturity is an ugly what?
Duckling.
Correct. Paul Vault. In modern literature, the 2002 best-selling thriller by Mark Billingham is called Scaredy What?
Don't know.
Cat. Marvin, the Italian car manufacturer whose name incorporates a word that is spelt the same as a Shakespearean hero is Alpha what?
Romeo.
Correct. Dinosaur, what was the name of the band for which TV presenter Jules Holland used to play keyboards? Squash.
Squeeze.
Correct. Charles,
Bang.
geography, the Gulf Stream is a warm current that flows in which ocean?
Specific.
Atlantic. Paul Vault. In communications, adverts that are sent by companies to large numbers of people through the post are known as direct what?
Mail.
Correct, Marvin.
Bank.
In nutrition, it's recommended that to stay healthy, a person should eat 5 portions of fruit and what every day?
Veg.
Correct, dinosaur.
Bank.
The husband... Time's up and you bank just £550. I urge you, raise the bank balance by dropping the dumbbell. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
According to the statistics, Marvin is the strongest link because he answered the most questions correctly. Paul Vault is the weakest link. But will the voting reflect reality?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Charles.
Marvin.
Marvin.
Dino.
Clever Clogs Charles. Where's the specific ocean?
It doesn't exist, Anne.
Why Marvin?
Because I've been giving Dino a hard time, so I thought I'd spread it around.
But Marvin was the strongest link.
I'm not paying attention because I'm asleep in another dimension, I'm sorry.
Paul, why Marvin?
Because I felt he answered questions wrong, and in my mind he was the weakest link.
Marvin, your mum won't like it again, because statistically you were the best player, but they're obviously jealous of you. At least that's what she'll tell you. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I feel gutted about being voted off at the moment. It's just totally unjust, really. I was the strongest link at least 3 rounds, and I'm not happy. I think tactically Charles is going to get voted off next. The other 2 are out there in their little big boys club, leotards all together kind of thing, you know, which basically stinks.
Round 7, and you have so far just £6,900. You're down to 3 players, another 10 seconds coming off the time. You voted off the strongest link from the last round, so we'll start with the second strongest. That's Dinosaur. Let's play the weakest link. Start clock. Dinosaur. The national symbol of the United States, depicted as a bearded man in a top hat, is known as Uncle Who?
Sam.
Correct, Charles. What L can mean soft or flaccid and also to walk with an uneven step?
Limp.
Correct. Paul Vault. Which member of the Monty Python team co-wrote the book Families and How to Survive Them?
John Cleese.
Correct. Dinosaur. In anatomy, what's the name of the tissue that attaches muscle to bone, such as that known
Tendon.
as... That is the correct answer. Charles, in
Bang.
sport, in August 2002, which British hurdler won a 4th consecutive gold medal at the European Athletics Championships?
Not a clue.
Colin Jackson. Paul Vault. In the children's fairy tale, what breakfast foodstuff is made by the magic pot when the words "cook, little pot, cook" are said over it?
Porridge.
Correct. Dinosaur. In film, in the 2002 romantic comedy The Sweetest Thing, which actress stars as Christina Walters?
Pass.
Cameron Diaz. Charles, what's the first letter in the correct spelling of the word wriggle?
W.
Correct. Paul Vault. In TV, the Blue Peter dog called Shep, who belonged to John Noakes, was which breed of dog? Pit Bull Terrier or Collie?
Collie.
Correct. Dinosaur. In charity, the originator of a foundation for the sick and disabled, which has shops on many high streets, is Sue Who?
Pass.
Ryder. Charles. In 1960s music, which group had Ginger Baker as drummer and shared its name with the rich liquid that floats on milk?
Cream.
Correct. Paul Vault. In media, the American magazine that has an annual swimsuit issue is called Sports what?
Illustrated.
Correct. Dinosaur. In UK geography, which word for a valley precedes Fiddick, Coe and Eagles to give 3 Scottish place names?
Glen.
Correct. Charles.
Bang.
In the human body, what's the general term for blood vessels that carry deoxygenated blood towards the heart?
Veins.
Correct. Paul Vault. In May 1588, which naval and military force was sent by Philip II of Spain to invade England?
Spanish Armada.
Correct. Dinosaur. In the human body, what word rhymes with jelly and is a common nickname for a protruding stomach? Time's up. The correct answer is belly. You put in the kitty £1,350. Now, in round 8, you get the chance to treble what you bank. The question is, who are you going to get rid of? Who are you going to hang on to? The muscles? The airhead? Or the wrestler? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In a reversal of fortune, Paul Vault is the strongest link with the most correct answers. Dinosaur is the weakest link statistically. But who will survive the final vote?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Charles.
Dinosaur.
Charles.
Paul.
Yes,
Why
Anne?
Charles?
He believes he's on a higher plane, and nobody is on a higher plane.
I am.
Present company accepted, of course.
Do you know? Who's a lucky dinosaur?
Me, obviously. But Charles was after me.
Well, Charles, you weren't meant to be a star. You're better in a crowd. You are the weakest link. Bye.
Regrets are pointless. Anything that you don't enjoy in life, anything that could be classified as a mistake or pain, is an opportunity to learn if you're only brave enough and aware enough to take advantage of it. We need to cultivate love in our hearts, man.
Round 8, team, and you have £8,250. 2 of you left. 2 incredible hulks. And this round there's 90 seconds, but whatever you win will be treble, so £15,000 is up for grabs. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Paul. Let's play the weakest link. Start clock. Paul, in June 2002, the German-born supermodel Claudia Schiffer bought herself a mountain on which Spanish holiday island?
Pass.
Mallorca. Dinosaur. In TV, the catchphrase used by Fred Flintstone when he was happy was yabba dabba what?
Do.
Correct. Paul. In medicine, the words ossify, ossicle and osseous are all derived from the Latin word for which rigid body tissue?
Marrow.
Bone. Dinosaur. Which fictional detective created by Agatha Christie has been played on film by Margaret Rutherford and on TV by Joan Hickson?
Pass.
Miss Marple. Paul. In maths, what is 2 multiplied by 5?
10.
Correct. Dinosaur. In the animal kingdom, which wild canine mammal has species called red, silver and fennec?
8.
Fox. Paul. In the children's guessing game, each turn is begun by a player saying, I spy with my little what?
Eye.
Correct. Dinosaur. The name of which organ found in the mouth is also the term for a strip of leather under the laces of a shoe?
Tongue.
Correct.
Bank.
Paul. What type of puzzle was invented in the 1760s by John Spilsbury when he stuck a map to a piece of wood and cut it up?
Question again, please.
What type of puzzle was invented in the 17th?
Jigsaw.
Correct. Dinosaur. In film, the actress Betty Grable was nicknamed the girl with the $1 million what?
Face.
No, legs. Paul. In jewellery, silver that has a purity of 92.5% can technically be described as what kind of silver?
Solid.
No, sterling. Dinosaur. Time's up. Between you, in that round, you won £250, which will treble and add to the winnings from the previous rounds. That means prize money tonight of £9,000. But only one of you can take that money away, so now you'll play against each other head to head. I'll ask alternating questions, best of 5. Whoever answers the most correctly wins. It's as simple as that. If there's a tie after 5, we'll go for sudden death until we have a winner. So Dinosaur and Paul Vault, the £9,000. Let's play the weakest link. Paul is the strongest link in the last round. You have the choice of who goes first.
I will go first.
Paul, in 2002, which campaigning organisation used the image of the Sumerian goddess of beer in an attempt to encourage more women to drink it?
English Beer Association.
No, the correct answer is camera. Dinosaur. Which word can mean reddish brown when describing a horse and projecting outwards when referring to a window?
Sunlight.
No, the correct answer is bay. Paul. When written as a word, which number between 1 and 10 is the first alphabetically?
5.
No, the correct answer is 8. Dinosaur. Which TV presenter and cookery writer published a book in 2002 called Forever Summer?
Nigella Lawson.
That is the correct answer. Paul. In film, which 2002 thriller shares its three-word name with a song that was a UK hit single for the Fugees in 1996?
Killing Me Softly.
That is the correct answer. Dinosaur in sport, which word can mean 18 holes of golf, 3 minutes of a boxing match, or a series of matches in a football competition?
Rounds.
That is the correct answer. Paul, in politics, the United Nations conference, widely known as the Earth Summit, took place in the summer of 2002 in which South African city?
Johannesburg.
That is the correct answer. Dinosaur in food, which gâteau that originated in Germany consists of a rich chocolate sponge cake layered with jam and cream and topped with cherries?
Black Forest Gâteau.
That is the correct answer. Paul, in gardening, the perforated head on a watering can used to create a fine spray of water bears the name of which flower?
Rose.
That is the correct answer. Dinosaur, if you answer this question correctly, you have won. So for £9,000. In radio, popularised by the 1940s show It's That Man Again, the phrase TTFN stands for what?
Pass.
The correct answer is ta-ta for now. Who would have believed it? After 5 questions, your scores are tied. So, Dinosaur and Paul, let's play Sudden Death. Paul, in UK travel, the surname of which American pioneer of motorcar manufacturer may also appear on a warning traffic sign near a stream or river?
Ford.
That is the correct answer. Dinosaur. The architect Walter Burley Griffin won a competition in 1911 to design which Australian city?
Sydney.
No, the correct answer is Canberra. That means, Paul Vogt, you are tonight's strongest link and you go away with £9,000. Dinosaur, you leave with nothing. Join us again for the weakest link. Goodbye.
Of Dino and Charles. Charles would be the strongest, so get rid of him, get rid of the competition, seek and destroy.
When it came to the sudden death, Paul had his question, which I knew. When it came to my question, I didn't have an answer for it, and that's just a little bit odd to accept.
When I'm in the ring, I defeat opponents with slams, with bone-crunching falls, and just looks at you, opens her mouth, and defeats you with a tongue.